Okay, guys, one of my most favorite stocks for a trend reversal type setup is ADTX. After much backtest, much research, these kind of stocks will make an explosive move up. I've been eyeing this one for a bit. I am not in yet, but I am looking to get in tomorrow. It is January 9th, so January 10th, I'm looking to get on a dip here. And the reason why I liked it is because, one, we got away from this EMA 10 and 5, okay? I always like to look for an entry if we get at least below that, right? As you can see, when price gets below it, price will resume back up to that EMA 5. But here's the thing, though. I think, we are so close to a bottom where we are due for this EMA 20 at the very least. So I know we have this very comfort zone that, hey, I can pump 48% to that, and I'm totally fine with that. I usually take 10% gains. But what I think is going to happen is this thing is going to pump pre-market or after hours, and it's going to go fast, okay? They can release any type of news or anything. But this thing is so overdue, and I'll show you guys exactly what my thesis and my analysis. We did do a reverse split back in October. We did a 1 for 40. We are way under $1, so maybe in due time they will do another one, but I think we're going to get a nice pump here. So price will always come back and touch the EMA 20. And if you look at this vast amount of time it has not, it's been, last time we touched was 809, okay? Way back in August was the last time to touch. Well, guess what, guys? It is January 9th now. We have literally, we literally got 909, 1009, 1199, 1209, 109. That is 5 months of not touching the CMA 20. And the reason why this is so important to get excited about is because price will. Look at any stock in the history. I don't care how trashy it is. When price comes away from this EMA 20, it starts to come back. Now, when you see massive extremes of not touching it, that's when you get the massive reversals to it. And there's a big percentage gain to it. Look at this right in here. Price comes away from the EMA 20. Look at it. It hits the 20 and rejects down because this isn't a downtrend. So it comes back down. It hits the 20, rejects. Hits the 20, rejects, and then finally goes to the EMA 50. So what happens is you hit the 20 multiple times before you go to the 50. And that's the same analysis what we have here. They're like support and resistances, right? But we're so due. And the reason why I'm not just saying, oh, you might be like, well, why don't you just buy it at 2 months or 3 months? When we get to extreme levels, like 5 months of not touching EMA 20, it's something you just need to pay attention to. Obviously, what I like to look for is price to touch this green band. I just don't think we're going to get it. I just don't think it's going to happen, right? So last time we touched this green band, which is my counter channel. If you guys want my settings, it's in the Discord. But basically, what happens is price pumps up. And look at this. In 1 day time, you made almost 30% gain. That's literally in 1 day of trading. And that's basically because price is so overextended to the downside that it comes back up to revert to the mean and then gets shorted back down, okay? And that reversion to the mean is the EMA 5, 10, and 20. Those are I love EMAs, guys. It gives me price targets. It gives me entry zones because if we're sitting just on this EMA 10, I just don't like how we could literally just drop down under that 5, all right? I want to see price back under the 5 because at the very least, if we pump just to the 5 from this 15 cents to here, that's a 23% gain. I love that gain. That's awesome, right? And it gives me more chances of success. And then you got to realize, too, there's really not much margin down if it goes down to this lower counter channel. It could do a 24% drop. I don't think it's likely, but obviously it definitely can. A lot of people probably didn't think this was likely too, right? You see how we got away from this EMA 5, but price is going to come back to that EMA 5, okay? After much backtest, I have not seen, this is a very rare scenario. If you go 5 months of not touching EMA 20, it's very rare. Usually you see price come back up to it in 2 months. So that's, one, it tells me it's heavily diluted, right? It's heavily diluted, and that's what caused it to just take forever, okay? It is a penny stock, so it is more riskier. They're more unpredictable. I do see this where we did break this strong support, right? We did break this, but a lot of the times what happens is, you see how we kept hitting it, go down, go up, go down, and we kept making higher highs, right? And then we flushed through here because the market was terrible that 1 day. All these stocks went down. It's not just ADTX that went down. A lot of the stocks just took a big fall. So I can't really relate to, that price action here. I think this is opportunity. So I have different type of alerts I do in my Discord. One, I do trend reversal, which is this type of play. I know this isn't a downtrend. So if you guys know it's in a downtrend, you better be out when price hits this EMA 20. Because a lot of the times this price is going to come back here and test this and it could drop down. Obviously, if there's massive news, it can keep on trending up and and touch this upper counter channel. I've seen that happen many times. ADTX is a really nice play in my opinion. You're not going to see setups like this often. I think it's really good. And you can see also too here, look at the volume. It's been absolutely amazing here. Even all throughout here, the volume really has not really died out that much on ADTX. Right in here, it kind of did, but then it dropped down a lot. And then even with that drop, there's a lot of accumulation coming in. You know, we got some big green candle right in here, and then it sold off some. So these are plays that are really hard to find. You're not going to see plays that don't touch this green band much. So this is one of these plays that I am just going to accumulate, right? I'm not going to try to nail the exact bottom. Is 15 cents the exact bottom? We don't know. It's impossible to say. Anybody that says so is not really making sense because you have no idea where the exact bottom is. But I can assure you that we are very close to the bottom, okay? So if you have a $5,000 account, I'm not saying put $5,000 right here at 16 cents. That's not wise because if it does go down, let's say it does worst case scenario and hits this lower band, well, you better have some money for that because it can easily do that where it goes down here and then it has this massive pump, right? I played this stock over a dozen times doing that scenario alone and along with time distance away from the 5. I usually give it, if it don't touch the EMA 5 in about 5 daily candles, it's considered pretty long, 5 to 7 candles. So as you can see right here, when we hug down here, this right here is your accumulation zone all in here. And then you can see from these lows here to this high, it touched the 10 with a 36%. All right, it has done that many and many times, and I'm very picky when we don't have a lot of time distance to the EMA 20. Right, if we have 5 minutes from the EMA 20, I can be like, you know what, we don't probably need to touch this lower band. I just don't think that's going to happen. I see a lot of consolidation right here, right? A lot of consolidation happen, a lot of volume, a lot of shares getting bought. I think someone knows something, okay, guys? And I definitely don't want to be launched out of here, or left out. As you can see right here, on the intraday chart, we went down here to 15 cents, had this big drop down, and it just recovered it. You know, massively great. It looks solid, right? Massively recovered it. So I don't think there's much time left on this thing. I think personally, within a week we hit the EMA 20. I really do think so. We're at oversold levels. We're at extreme territory. Just from here to 50% gain. 50% just for a conservative target. Obviously, it's going to go down some each day, but it's barely any, right? I think this is a nice, very solid. So if you're looking for a penny stock that is bottomed out, you're not chasing the stock where it went up massive and then it gets a little riskier. This is my opposite side of teaching that I trade. I like to trade momentum stocks and I try to trade with the trend. But if I'm going to trade against the trend, I think it's a little risky. But I also don't think it's like extremely risky where you're not, we're getting very close to the precise bottom. We're using time distance, which we know works for any stock. We're using reversion to the mean. We know that certain EMAs are going to hit in a timely matter. I've done so much back test. It works. I've seen this so many times. We know worst case scenario, if it does hit this lower counter channel, I'm going to have money for that. I'm not going to put all my money in one ad, right? I have lots of things that I'm looking to do, and I'm going to alert to you guys in the Discord on what I'm planning on doing. I have videos you need to watch on how I accumulate, but this is a really nice play to do. I'm looking to do about 3 ads probably. So on January 10th, I'm going to buy some, and then there's a weekend, so then I'm going to buy 2 more. But I think we start trending up, okay, guys? I really think this is a false breakout here where we came out down, and then we're going to come back up, and then we touch the CMA 20, and then basically what happens is we're going to do this kind of pattern. What I think is going to happen, since we haven't touched this in so long, the algos are going to probably look to short it at that area. So we could do 1 or 2 things where, one, we could just shoot all the way up, or we could just shoot back down. I think it shoots back down. I'm going to play the less riskier side of things because I made so much money on this. I literally traded this thing like a week and a half ago, and I actually made 10% gains on this thing. Right on this big candle here, we made a massive move here, right? And in pre-market, it's made even more. This stock likes to move pre-market and after hours. So if you know that, make sure you have a broker that can trade that. If you guys want to join the Discord, please do. I think you guys are going to love this community. It's very affordable. You will learn a lot, okay? Click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. This does not mean you're a member yet. All you have to do is hit day trade alerts, and you'll get access to my swing trades and day trades for only 12 bucks a month. Okay, guys, literally the best service that I can probably offer you. I have been in many Discords that cost over hundreds of dollars. I've been in many educations things, and what I did is I took a piece of everything and I tried to put out what personality I am. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you like bottom reversals, and that's what I love too. I like to find price when it hasn't really moved much and find a strategy that works with it. And this strategy definitely works with it. Okay, it has won me tons and tons of trades in 2024. I lost about 2 trades all in 2024 doing this exact strategy, and how it can make you massive money, okay? Because everything reverts to the mean, okay? Everything is algo driven, and I think you guys are going to learn that the more you see these plays play out. But if you hit day trade alerts, you get access to everything. I love my day trading strategy too. I highly recommend you do that because ADTX doesn't have to go right away. So while you're sitting on ADTX building your shares, do some day trades, make some money every day, put that money in ADTX, and then you can, instead of getting frustrated like, oh, ADTX isn't doing anything, it's totally fine. I'm doing day trades while I'm doing that. So definitely join the Day and Swing Trading Plus. It's 12 bucks a month. If you hit the server shop, you can see the 2 services here, but it's a really nice service. And one, you're going to get my live streams, one-on-one mentorship, and anything that I can do to help you guys be more successful. This is a really, really nice thing. And then read the testimonies down here if you guys need anything of how great this service is. And then also avoid scammers. I'll never message you, DM you, or trade your accounts. And if you'd like to how to subscribe, I wrote a brief summary here on how to do it. Basically, if you're using Android, you will have to use your computer or your phone's browser, and it's just best to do it on your computer to subscribe to avoid the iOS fee. Now, besides all that, ADTX, it's my number 1 play for trend reversals. If I don't see a better one, I'm just going to stick to this one. I'm just going to keep loading the boat now. After I saw this big candle here, this is a great discount. I can't ignore it. As you can see, we just kept going up. It dipped down, and we just took it all back up. So I'm watching this one for a nice play, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this analysis, guys. And I really appreciate all your guys' support. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me and my family. I put a lot of effort in these videos. I put a lot of effort in this strategy. I spend countless hours in trying to improve it. I think this is the best it's going to get, guys. 2024 was an awesome year. 2025 is going to be good. Let's make some money, guys. Peace out.